beloved, peace. It's your homie, the Uncontent, the unofficial sensei of the culture, mastering youthfulness, contentment, and NFTs. Do you know where you're at right now? Do you know where your kids are? They're probably in the fucking dojo. I say that respectfully. Cue the music. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta get some nunchucks for this shit, man, for real. I need to invest in a good, solid pair of nunchucks. What's going on, world? How's your mind? How's your energy? I know you're digging that song. We've been playing that shit all day on repeat, on an infinite loop. I had a great weekend of rest and relaxation. No drama at all. But yeah, today is episode 107 of Live with the Sensei, 107, and we have Null Phetta. He is here. The Dojo Ninjas captured him in the black minivan, and he's safe and sound. And make sure he has some chamomile tea and shit, you know, cookies. He's fine. Apparently, this guy came this came highly recommended from Brian Brinkman. And you know, we had Brian Brinkman on episode 104, 103, something like that. But Brian recommended Null, and said he was a dynamic artist doing some cool, awesome shit in the art world. And we wanna educate ourselves on it. So, chat, are you there? Hello? Okay, chat is working. Cool. All right, tell your grandma to get in here. We're vibing. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the homie, Null.
Yo.
What up, dude?
How you doing?
Yo, the music literally timed perfectly on that one. What's going on with you, man? How you living?
We're chilling today. Just hyped to finally do an interview. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so it's cool to sort of chat with someone about what I'm doing and stuff like that, you know?
Dude, what's up with the influencer shit show out there? I mean, they gotta get you on some Twitter Spaces or something. Influencers just pumping bags here, dude.
Yo, but those are for nerds, though. They're not vibey.
For real, Nerd Central.
Nerd Central.
For those that don't know who Null is, how do I say the name? What's the name of the character? What do you go by as?
Phetta, like the feta cheese. He's a purple detective rat. It's like a quick gist of it.
Phetta, the detective rat.
But don't quote me on the detective part, though.
Did he want to be a detective because his OGs were a detective? He saw Batman.
He wanted to be a detective because the art style that I created Phetta in was a lot more like grunge, like noir type sort of detective vibe. But I think my mind wasn't definitely heading that way, the way that it did sort of end up. So now the detective gig is more of like a loose idea, and he sort of has like his own personal cases that he attends to.
Wow, I see you got the VR headset. For those that don't know who Phetta is and what you're doing, can you give my audience the spiel?
Phetta is basically a sort of unique world that I'm building out. I build everything in VR using sort of 3D sculpting and stuff like that and tools like that. And I've been really focused on sort of bringing these sort of creative and abstract worlds into like video games and sort of metaverse experiences that people can really sort of dive into and get like the full idea of it instead of just like a simple video or something.
Wow, talk about the dedication to create your own stuff using VR. I know you have gotten over the motion sickness aspect.
Not fully, but I found my ways to get around it for sure.
Not many people are building full VR worlds in the NFT Web3 world. You know, they say that some artists are shying away from Web3, but I don't know why would you shy away. What's your experience been in this chaotic fucking world?
I entered the Web3 space back in about 2020 when I was still painting. I was more of a painter back then, and I could I can actually maybe show you some other paintings. But yeah, I used to paint, and that's actually how I got into NFTs was through my paintings and stuff like that. And from there, I sort of, I guess, found my sort of close friends and like group that I sort of work with, which is just a bunch of artists and stuff. But it took me a while to really find, I feel like, my space in Web3, which is definitely like building in those like video game aspects and metaverse sort of experiences. But I feel like a lot of it can be convoluted pretty quick too, because it's just a lot of marketing aspects.
Sure, there's a lot of buddy. There's a lot of sack gargling. There's a lot of
the corpse.
Yeah, there's a lot of corpo, boo boo. But what is Fetta's story? You're saying that. Let's go before we go to Phetta. What were you like? Like when you so you got into the Web3 space in 2020, but what were you like during the Web2 space? Who's the artist known as Null?
I I used to work as a web designer, actually, sort of build websites and stuff like that. That was probably my I guess best job that I had. Before that, I was like working at like car washes and stuff. But I've always just been, I guess, pretty creative. I started with like music and stuff like that. I guess you could call that like the Web2 world, because the music industry sucks.
Sucks ass.
But yeah, stuff like that, and just sort of vibing out. I used to make videos and shit, just creativity.
So talk to me about these car washing experiences. Were you just like half-assing the wash? Like, you know how they just put the soap and they just...
No, I wasn't even washing nothing. They had the machines doing it. I just had to sit there and watch the machines.
Okay.
It was a boring job for sure, but I mean, it paid the rent, so.
Yeah, for sure. What where are you? I mean, where were you based out of during that time?
Arizona. I'm still based in Arizona.
Wow. Does Arizona have a vibrant 3D metaverse community?
I don't know a single soul out here. I can't lie. I don't really talk to anyone.
You know, there's one. You know, there's one
Yeah?
of them out there at least.
There has to be, probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm scared to talk to people out here. Everyone's just nerds out here.
Everyone is
People are
what?
cooler online. People are nerds out here. People are cooler online.
Yeah, dude. I mean, maybe there's Chads out there too, bro. You mean there's no problem with talking to the Gigabrain Chad, you know?
The Chads, yeah, that's true. I do gotta think about them too.
Awesome. So car wash, just trying to make it. Were you the type of kid as like a 13-year-old in like the computer room and stuff, making websites and fucking up the computer in high school or middle school?
Yeah. Before I dropped out of high school, I actually was banned from the computers for fucking around.
How dare you?
Stuff like that. But no, yeah, I used to run like Minecraft servers.
This was the kid that put Pornhub on the shit, guys, right here.
No, don't put me up. No.
This is the way.
I was just trying to play video games in class and stuff, and I got pissed off at him.
Oh wow, what were you playing? RuneScape and stuff like that, or
Minecraft was the wave. It was that era.
what do you think about the game Terrarium?
Terraria or
Yeah.
Terrarium? Oh, Terraria. I used to play the hell out of that too.
You like that game?
Hell yeah. It's very classic. I like how it's more of an RPG aspect too.
Nice. So who was around you in your, like, who did you rub shoulders with, or that wanted you to go in full 3D metaverse with your own character? Because that's bold, takes a lot of work, but who was some inspirations that made you want to take this route?
I probably would have never dived into 3D unless like Joy, for those that don't know, Joy World, pretty OG sort of NFT artist. He's the one that was actually like, hey, you should try VR sculpting. Since I always complained about like not being able to understand Blender and stuff like that just on the screen. So I'm like, I want to be able to actually play with that model and like build it out in VR. And she's like, yeah, just try this. And I sort of was off on the reins from there. But yeah, big shout out to Joy.
It's kind of free, you know, the eyes, dude. The eyes, you know, the eyes did. They blinked. Holy smokes! It's wild to me that I get to talk to characters in other dimensions, you know, and I'm grateful for that over here at the dojo. Yeah, dude, you're on episode 107. I really appreciate you being here. I wanted to ask you, so talk to me about Phetta. What was day one like compared to this current place you're standing at right now?
So I mean, Phetta has been like sort of a journey of me just learning 3D definitely too. So like if you go back way back on my YouTube videos, you can sort of see like Phetta used to look like a totally different character kind of too. It was a lot more round and stuff. I can send you a video. I don't know.
I'm actually on your website right now. You got all these different depictions. I see you're in VR chat. This grasslands, you walking up the hill, the balloons, all this.
Yeah, I like exploring a lot of the sort of, I guess, metaverse platforms that people provide, like Web 2 or Web 3, I guess you can say. Just really see what is capable, especially from someone that doesn't necessarily know like all the things when it comes to building out like a full platform, but being able to use what is available there to like sort of build out of it.
I love in your first roadmap, it says art comes first, Phetta comes first. I don't want to become soulless. I will always create what makes me happy. Very true.
Yeah, the I got some words about the whole roadmap and 10K projects and stuff like that. I feel like it's affected some artists here and there, definitely. Sort of getting their art out there compared to other things. The battle, I guess you could say.
It seems to me that artists are always in a psyop, you know.
Yes.
Especially in the beginning of this shit, when art was valued and all of a sudden it was devalued, and now the psychology of the artist is like comparing each other. It's like, do I do 10K? Do I flip? It's you guys are constantly always caught in like the middle of a war.
Mm-hmm.
Can you speak on that? How hard is it to not compare yourself to other people in this game? And you know, people are always number based. So
I've just sort of slowly disconnected myself from a lot of that. I think in the early days of me getting into the space, I think probably half of that time was me spent overthinking what I can do to like give value to people. But I'm like, I don't even need to be thinking that because I'm making art. And even that sort of gave me like a long time of where I just didn't make art for a bit, just because it was just overwhelming. I don't know, it's hard to sort of work along with all that noise, but the easiest way is definitely just blocking it out for sure.
Emotional, you seem like you have lots of big blunts. You smoke big gas. I don't know if that's actually cigarettes though, but
no, that's weed.
Do you contribute some of your artistry to the Chiba?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'm smoking all the time. I think it helps me keep chill. Otherwise, I'd be in like an anxious mess. I'm still an anxious mess, but you know, a little less.
Dude, for you to get this show's okay, but for Brian Brinkman to talk about you and say that's the guy, what's that mean to you? Because he's a big legend.
Yeah, Brinkman's a great guy. I've been lucky to sort of get to know him as I got into the space like pretty early on, and met him a few times like at a few events that I've gone to and stuff like that. He's always just been really down to earth. I think me and him used to talk like what we like didn't like about the space and stuff like that, and it was like just cool to just be able to talk to someone with, I guess, that sort of status and still be able to be like so down to earth with them. And that's what I really liked about Brinkman. So big shout out to Brinkman. He's a down to earth guy.
Yeah, dude. You know, what are some of your big goals with Phetta? Do you want to pitch it to Fox, Dan Harmon? What do you want to do with it in the current state?
I want to say fuck those big corporates. I want to be able to do it myself. I do everything myself, from 3D modeling to music to setting up like the virtual worlds and stuff like that, learning game design. I would love to at some point, I guess, maybe get some sort of team that can help me sort of think out the bigger picture stuff. Cause is a very big inspiration for me.
Shout out to
sort
Cause.
of getting into, yeah, big shout out. Getting into like the physical world and stuff like that is a big dream of mine. I'd say like make my own Disney World, but Disney World sucks too, so that's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, much success, especially when it comes down to Phetta. I keep on saying Phetta because I stream on Phetta TV. Phetta. Shout out to the Phedans out there watching on Data TV. But Do you set up like scenes, like actual storytelling scenes, like chapters and stuff? Like, is it like a tragic comedy? Like, what's going on here in the actual story, the nitty gritty?
I'd say it's more of like a slice of life. There's nothing very touchdown and bases when it comes to the story. If you follow the characters, the stories are very sporadic, but they do sort of connect in some senses. Main part being Phetta exploring them. But yeah, it's really just sort of Phetta finding new characters and friends to sort of explore with and sort of build out the world that is the Fettaverse as well. I hope to sort of build it out to like a very sort of like big globe, sort of like non-stop, a bunch of characters type vibe.
Wow. What you know, we touched on value as far as the artist has to bring, but what is your perfect ideal community that would hang out in the Fettaverse? Like, who do you want there?
I don't know. I think having like a fandom and stuff like that is probably the ultimate artist goal when they have like a character. I think you could probably say just seeing people like maybe contribute their own ideas to the lore and the world, and sort of build out their own ideas too. I like sort of like Ocean World, for example, a great artist. Their fan community is very cool with like a lot of the fan art and just sort of how they expand things as well. I think that's very cool and it would be really fun.
Shout out to you, shout out to your hardcore fans. You have hardcore fans with what you're building here?
Yeah, I got a couple. I guess you could say mainly friends, but I've definitely met some people that really enjoy like the world that I'm creating too, and it always feels really nice to meet those people for sure.
Wow, that's awesome. What's some of your I would say I tried making I used Medium before when it came down to VR sculpting,
Mm-hmm.
and I was what I was trying to do, I was trying to make my character, and which is me, the Sensei, Young Content, and it's just like the Sensei, and I made it, and then I used like a Unity like tutorial, and then I put that shit in VR chat.
Oh hell yeah! Shout out VR chat.
Yeah, dude, I was able to take my Medium, whatever the fucking file is, then put it in a Unity, then go to VR chat. Have you done that with Phetta?
Yeah, I actually have a couple VR chat worlds that I've built out that people can explore. There's one like Jet Set Phetta where you can. It's basically. Have you ever played Jet Set Radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you basically have like all the mechanics of like skating and stuff, like wall jumping and all that. So it's like pretty cool. You can do it in VR. And then I do another one where it was the kart game, sort of like Mario Kart vibes. I have an actual video game, and then I made it into a VR chat world as well.
Dope. That's APO. Because I'm gonna ask this leads into my next question. So these VR worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, they're Zuckerberg, but do you think that Zuckerberg is healthy for these VR chats and VR worlds where you can monetize and kind of live off of your IP and not have to fucking work a corporate job? Like, do you think Meta will help the VR world experiences that you integrate with?
Nah. I think they'll slowly die out. Maybe it will be a good spot for like normies, I guess, but I don't even think normies will be able to sort of stay there. I think they've set themselves in stone so far that I don't think you can really get out of that. It's just like no one really vibes with Facebook when it comes down to it, unless like you're like an old person that like checks up on their family or something. So like changing the name doesn't do anything. But I've found more support from Web3 platforms than like those corporate ones for sure.
But even with the VR headset like Oculus, you know, it's kind of proprietary Facebook software. So
yeah, I am. They do get all my eye data. That is one thing I have to wait until someone releases a better VR headset.
Yeah, but as soon as someone that does, you're hitchhiking out of there.
Yeah. I'm hopping ship. I'm not like co-signed by like Meta or anything. I mean, it would be interesting to see if they hit me up, but I don't think I would vibe with what they would provide, to be honest.
What would your ideal like metaverse be? Is it CryptoVoxels? Is it Decentraland? Is it not out yet? From the stuff you've been studying and whatnot.
From what I've been looking through, it's not out yet. I think all platforms have their downsides, but I think that's given with how vast the space is and how different everybody is working. I think once people start working in a more sort of joined act, I think it would definitely be a platform that we see that I think everyone could vibe with.
Let's fucking go. Okay, cool. Well, I know, you know, I really like Unreal Engine, dude. I really like UE5, and you know, UE5 doesn't have to be straight, you know, detailed monsters, right? Can UE5 have Phetta in there?
See, I need to dive into that. I did get Phetta in there in like a desert scene, but I wasn't able to rig him. But that's user errors, so I can't blame Unreal. We're gonna figure it out someday though, because it seems like a lot of fun in Unreal.
I love that.
I usually work in Blender.
What's that shirt that Phetta has on?
That's the Phetta phone shirt. It was I'm like raising the hoodie that I'm wearing right now too in real life. But it's the shirt that I released a couple months ago.
Was it an actual shirt for people to wear physically?
Yeah. It was like merch that I released on my website and stuff like that.
Let's go, dude. That's wild. That's actually better than 99% of these projects out there. That's so cool. Do you think that Phetta will evolve to something new, or is it going to be something you're forever going to work on? Like, I don't want to put limits on an artist, but
I think what I've done is kept it so open that I don't know, the doors are open for me. So like if I do want to change something down the road, I can. My main focus right now is probably trying to figure out how to better tell people my story about the world, because I feel like I definitely struggle with that a lot.
Did you just put your camera
on? Trying to, yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, there it goes. We actually see you in that purple,
just a quick
awesome sweater. That was a sweater. Yeah. Holy smokes, you're right.
Oh, here, let me actually show you that. Yeah.
Thing's a vibe.
It's got
wow.
the ears too.
And it got the bunny ears. Holy is that so? That's the Phetta phone.
Yeah, that's the Phetta phone. It's sort of one thing that he keeps in contact with. That's this is the Phetta.
Phetta.
So that's what he stores, like all the character data and stuff like that.
Dude, you're you're like a Marty McFly out here, dude. Holy smoke. The vibe is real. Creator and just that's super cool to see. Did you think you would get to this point for real?
No, dude, honestly, I think that's what makes it so good is just I've done it all naturally and I haven't set expectations on myself, because if I do, then I'm gonna just stress and overthink everything. So that's why I try to keep with the flow state going, you know?
Do you think when people see Phetta in the metaverse walking around, what kind of vibe do you want them to get from you when they talk to Phetta?
That he's super vibey, he smokes weed, that maybe a little psychedelic here and there, just good times. Yeah, maybe not the most child friendly, but we'll figure out a different storyline for the child friendly sort of side.
Dude, I'm not taboo to psychedelics. When you talk about psychedelics, what's some of your favorite psychedelics to do? And kids do not fucking, there's no kids that watch this shit anyway. It's not for kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm allowed to talk about that. Okay. Yeah, I do I microdose acid pretty often.
Dude, I love LSD. I found out that Richard Hoffman, I was watching that documentary, changed my mind, and that LSD 25 entered his skin, and it literally took him to the another side. It was equivalent to taking 100 tabs of acid, I heard.
Oh wow! Wait, you have to send me that documentary.
It's on Netflix, called Change My Mind, and the first episode is about LSD25, which is comes from the rye plant. I didn't know it was ergot, the fungus that grows on rye. Wild.
Oh, so it is like nature based?
Yeah, nature based. Acid is.
Interesting.
LSD is.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah.
And then ergot was used in ancient biblical times too. How you think they saw burning bushes? Like, I'm just saying, but that's cool that you tap into that. Do you feel like it just opens up your receptors? It helps you, like, I don't know, it just opens up so much fields.
Yeah, I don't think I would learn as much as I do and as fast as I do when it comes to like the stuff that I've been exploring with 3D. Because I was like, I didn't know how to like rig or animate or anything for the longest time. But like just the last few months that I have been trying to keep up with like microdoses and stuff, I sort of pick up things a lot easier. The inspiration is definitely off the charts, and it just lets me be free instead of having to like overthink shit a lot, I think.
Yeah, dude, there's so much lies about LSD, about like it melts your brain. All that stuff has been it's been on the war on drugs for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are. I think you can find use out of a lot of things, of course, with limits, of course.
For sure. Yeah, dude, your character is inspiring. Where do you sell your NFTs? What do your NFTs cost? I mean, do people flip them to oblivion? Like, where do you buy your NFTs for this? And what kind of access do you get for buying it?
Right now, I have one available called Burger Rabbit. Burger Rabbit is a new character that I recently introduced into the world. And so with that character, you would be able to get the VRM, and so you could do things like I'm doing here right now, but with that character. And then I usually try to incorporate the collector into maybe creating like an addition piece that we could do some sort of like price split, and so that way I can give back to the collector in some sense. But I'm open to talking to people that collect the art and just being open to it. But I also do have like edition pieces available for around 0.1 or so. I'm not sure if the video game is still available, but that might be something cool to show.
I love that people actually, you literally sell out. People buy your stuff. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Joy was one of the first ones that bought my character, so it was really cool.
We're talking about Joy World?
Yeah, Joy World.
No way.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Very great guy. I definitely would not be doing any of this without his support.
Shout out to Joy World. When you said Joy earlier, I was like, Joy? Who? Then it makes sense. Holy smokes. What's Joy been up to with their Joy World, do you know?
He was in New York, but I missed him, and I was very sad about that. I think he's just been building out his website and building out some bigger projects and stuff like that. I know he's doing some crazy ass shit though from last time I talked to him.
Wow.
He's big inspiration for sure.
I love that. It seems like Joy World, especially you guys continue to do what you're doing. I think people will be kind of like perusing around your world.
Yeah, I think there's more power to artists that are doing it themselves and building out something instead of like, I guess, people buying like a bunch of stuff from like Disney and things like that. I don't know. I think there's more connection to it for sure that you could find.
I hope that when you do build the universe, the Sensei can visit with his 3D toy version.
Hell yeah. You should send me that too. I can make like a cool little animation of us. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude, I have it already rigged and everything, and it has a really cool designer sweater, and it looks just like me. It's like claymation as fuck.
Sheesh. Okay.
I haven't had anyone just to like help me with like I would literally pay someone to help me fucking 3D shit out, but
I wanna vibe with it. I wanna make Phetta him dance or something like that. So we can chat. It'll be fun.
Yeah, dude, your skills are like very few and far between. I've interviewed hundreds of people, and I don't know anyone that does 3D and rigs and VRs and does all this shit themselves. Very few. There's very seldom you meet people like that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely lots of YouTube tutorials and me getting pissed off at Blender, but if you're focused, you can do a lot for sure.
What's your did your parents want you to be a scientist? Like, what was that like? Did they force school on you? Did you drop out?
My mom was pretty supportive with what I wanted to do. I dropped out freshman year high school, so I didn't really even do any like high school experience. I did not do well in school. I'm very disorganized. I don't know if I'm ADHD. I don't want to say that, but it might be. So yeah. But yeah, she was always supportive. She was like cool with me doing music. She would support that. She came to like one of my shows and stuff like that. It was cool. She's always been there for me.
Does that's great to know. Does the bear market affect you at all? Like, do you not give a fuck? Like, what's your take on the being in a bear market? Do you even notice?
As an artist, I just make sure that I use a lot of stable coins and be smart about how I'm spending my money in the real world. Bear markets aren't too bad.
You're not buying like Louis Vuitton Gucci bags and flexing on your neighborhood.
Nah, you saw me. I was wearing like short shorts and shit.
I know, dude.
I'm just chilling. I just vibe.
I fucking love that. Yeah, dude, we are literally in a smack dab of a war between like Walmart getting into Web3 and like the indie underground cyberpunks holding it down. And not a war, but a lot of people are just kind of suckers, you know, for a Coke bottle sponsorship.
Yeah,
so,
I think if anything, that's what the bear market helps with. I was hoping to see more of it, sort of fleshing out like all the gambling and stuff like that, but it's still here. So I think it's just in the scene at this point.
What is all your followers on Twitter organic?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nice. Because I see someone or so much unorganic following. So cringy. But it's nice to know that you're over 10,000. I'm trying to break over that 10,000 mark, but you did it. This are you collabing with Brian in any sense, or?
Everyone DM him and beg him because I keep telling him, but yeah. I do like a little talk show. It's nothing serious. It's like in a virtual thing. I should have you on sometime. I think that'd be cool. A little swip spot.
Oh, dude, don't tell me. Don't tempt me with a good time. God damn it. I will be there. You say the word. Yeah, man. I it's so cool because I'm vicariously living through you. I would love to bring up my old 3D models that I did in Oculus Medium, but that stuff is tough. And
maybe I can help you set up some stuff for the stream too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What do you think the future of like indie VR looks like? Do you think you know, because in the movie world, you know, you have all these green screens and these lights where you don't even have to go to Iceland for a big scene. All you have to do is like upload Unreal Engine, shoot that movie, see the Mandalorian. What do you think the VR world or how's the AR world look to you? What practical applications are coming? Because you've been using this software.
Yeah, the AR world, I feel like is a bit slacking right now. I don't think we'll see that go really anywhere until we do have like glasses or like eye contacts or something that can give us that like digital view and shit like that. VR, I think it is like a race between trying to make the most realistic game and people that are also working on trying to just make it actually chill and cool to chill with people in VR. Because like no one wants to sit with a big ass VR headset and be uncomfortable and shit like that. So I don't know. I think that the biggest focus people should be focusing on is making it so it's actually fun to be in VR long periods of time and not getting overwhelmed with all that shit. Otherwise, we're kind of stuck, I feel like.
Wow. You're so right. Do you think that being early in this game gives you an advantage?
In the Web3 game? Or?
Yeah.
It can definitely set you in your stones for where you are in the space and who listens to you and who people like, what people care. But I mean, you can still easily get a nice sort of brand and following. I think still to this day easily. I see artists still blowing up all the time.
Wow. The dojo, shout out to the dojo. They just told me Seneca just got hacked. Don't.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I know the dojo is you know, the dojo's where the ninjas live, the gurus live, the sensei lives. So yeah, Dojo said Zeneca got hacked. That sucks. What do you think about this whole Rider Rips Bored Apes fiasco? What's your take on it? I just like hearing people's takes. Don't be politically correct either. Any answer is cool.
I don't know. It's very interesting. I think it was a weird angle to sort of try to farm off of. You definitely could have farmed a better angle than like just Nazi group. I mean, I could see the easy turnaround that you can do, which is already here, but I don't know. I'm not, and that's not me endorsing Bored Apes. I fucking hate that whole project shit. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's just dumb and over, and just big egos in the space. Everyone needs to drop the egos for sure.
Yeah, dude. Drop the egos. Get creative. Stop virtue signaling like a motherfucker.
Smoke weed. And stop LARPing, too.
What is LARPing?
It's people just sitting there saying they're going to be doing something, and it's usually involving like funding or just, I don't know, just I've noticed it. People in this space want to get money more than actually doing shit. So stop doing that.
So that's LARPing. There you go. Now I know. Yeah, dude, it's wild, dude. What is it like in the Phetta Discord? Are you constantly talking to people and engaging with that community? Like, what's an average day of Pheta's like in Discord and shit?
It's me spamming emojis and random shit that I'm doing, and then a few homies popping in. I think I've avoided the whole like win crowd and like utility crowd, I guess you could say. So it is pretty dead, I can't lie. We just be chilling. It's like 200 members.
That's dope, dude. I mean, that's fucking a vibe. Lurking up, just got off, showing some love. Young Hit Money Yeet, shout out to you. Dude, there's so many messages I gotta get to. I hope that song is going well. Thank you for that video. Hit Money Yeet, I like your voxelized PFP. We're talking right now. Let me reset the room to Phetta, the detective rat created by Emotional. He's giving me a Joy World vibe. He's giving me his own vibe. He comes highly recommended in the art world. And dude, what do you think? How can the Sensei help, dude? Like, do you need a super rare invite? What's the goal here?
You gonna give me a super rare invite? Yeah.
No, I'm not. One of those. But it's good to manifest it.
Yeah, I like the manifestation. Keep in contact. I know interviews one and done, but you seem vibey. You seem like a chill guy.
Yeah,
that's all I ask from you.
I love that you don't need nothing but vibes, bro. It's wild. It's like so many people just are, like you said, LARPers and just like extractors and finessing, and it's nice to just, it's like a breath of fresh air. You know, you just want to create for the fucking sake of it. So it's really dope.
Thank you. Yeah.
You hardly see that. It's like a magical essence that's. It's like Avatar when the fucking people started taking over their land, you know, like you're like literally, I know you're an avatar, but like you're building this essence of that movie. So
thank you, seriously.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Oof.
Hard question.
Damn, you put me on the spot there. Yeah.
It's a hard question. Sorry, you don't have to ask it.
Imagine they just had like a catalog of watched movies. I would hope so. Damn, that's a hard question. There is one movie that stuck with me a bit, but I feel like movies have been sucking recently. I haven't watched a movie in a couple months.
Yeah, the new Matrix sucked. Everything sucked.
Everything's just sucking. I don't know what it is.
I saw that.
Spoiled or what?
I saw Love and Thunder by Marvel. I'm like, dude, Marvel is so Walmart, Coca-Cola. I'm done watching Marvel movies.
Oh bro. Yeah, no, I tapped out of that a minute ago, dude. Baby Driver, that's always a good movie. I've watched it a couple times.
I feel like you'll be in the movies, dude. I have a feeling.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let me get a mocap suit and you'll see me doing some shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories in that detective. I think he had a lot of experiences that will continue to just take us down these wonderful journeys, bro. Dude, This has been great. Did we miss anything? What's coming up for Phetta, the Phetta that people can look after? Like what's going on? What's coming up?
More video games, more virtual worlds. I released 2 video games on OpenSea that you can like play right on OpenSea
Wow.
and stuff like that. But I want to start diving into like multiplayer video games and stuff like that with my characters and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna probably bunker down and focus on that, and just see what I can discover and stuff like that. But always learning, always building, and always releasing new art as well.
That's awesome, dude. Can you give them your website? And I'm gonna link it in the chat for everyone to see. The Phettaverse. Let's go over here. Phettaverse.com. I love. Oh wait. This Phettaverse.com is a game.
Yeah, that's a half working virtual world. We can actually meet up in that thing.
Dude, I'm walking around it right now.
There's like little portals you can walk through. Where you at?
And the music is going.
Oh yeah, it's probably blast.
I'm about to go through the portal.
Which portal you go to?
The first one on the right.
Yeah.
How do I get in?
Just
Shit, I'm in.
I don't remember which one this is. Oh, it's just a little ball.
You actually have your own thing going on.
There's better ones. Let me show you a better one. Hold on, no, we can find a cooler one. I'm gonna send it in the YouTube chat. I'll send it in.
Send it to the Twitter.
Twitter.
Whoa, everyone! Did you just see that? The guy's building shit like fuck render, like Lucidia.
Check the link that I just sent you on Twitter. This is a world mixed with a bunch of shit.
You built this?
Yeah, I was given the land by a dev, and then yeah, I just sort of put my assets in here.
I hope my stream doesn't crash. Yo, this is fire.
This one's pretty trippy right here.
Dude, this is an acid trip. I love that. Look at the homie.
Yeah, the homie. He's got his little booth. This is gonna be me at Comic-Con or something like that someday.
It says we open.
We open.
We open. Goddamn. Then you got the rabbit mart. Holy shit. Edibles. Psychedelic. Toilet paper. Are you near me?
Yeah. I'm floating near you.
Is that you?
Yeah, right here.
What up, homie? Vibing. Who made this piece of art right here?
Which one?
This one I'm looking up.
This one, I just sculpted this a couple days ago.
With the mushrooms and shit?
Yeah.
And the Ferris wheel? Dude, what is that train? I just saw some train.
That's the burger train. That's part of Burger World, and then you can see the fries behind it too for burger fries. That's the Burger Rabbit character that I released.
Wow, dude. Yo, feel free to clip this right now and post it on your fucking Twitter whenever. Because this was honestly, this whole place is like, I've never seen something like this. Phetta cup of Joe. Microdosing like fucking here. This is
you gotta keep the vibes right, you know? Oh yeah, here's a little gallery of some art.
Whoa.
There's some music that I make.
Dude, it
too.
moves.
I do vocals sometimes now still too. They're a little cringy, but it's vibey.
Bro, you are fucking savant. And this is all VR, 3D, and 3D sculpting?
Yeah, this is all. I don't know how to sculpt on a 2D screen like desktop. I still have no idea how.
How do I play it?
You have to get really close. You want to play another one? I'll play this one over here. I can drag and drop stuff too.
Dude, the beats are cool too.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been making music for a bit. I still got the FL Studio and stuff installed.
Look at the fucking socks. You know he's a chill dude when he got the socks and sandal combo.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a vibe.
More people gotta respect that combo.
The drip is crazy, dude. Holy smoke. I'm literally a better person after being here. Dude, thank you for that experience, man.
Of course. Thank you.
I didn't think I would actually see that.
Yeah, that's what I like to focus on is people being able to be inside of it instead of just seeing like a video render and shit.
Holy smokes, dude! You going far and wide all over the universe. You're now on my radar, and hopefully we stay friends for a while, long time.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to chat more. Be vibey.
This is the part of the show where I do give you the gong, though. Okay, the gong. You know, every dojo has a gong. The gong is a symbol of truth. It's a sound of truth. Once you hear the gong, you'll hear it. I need you to. You have the floor. You can speak. You can say anything you want. Just talk to the people. Here's the gong.
I'd say smoke weed. Don't be a dickhead. Keep creating art and just learn to vibe more. That's all.
Dude, tell the people where to follow you. Tell all that jazz. Your Twitter, all that jazz.
Hell yeah! Follow me on Twitter, emotional, or the Fediverse on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on basically every social media, just emotional or Fediverse. You should be able to find me.
You guys, his Twitter is right there in the chat. For the people who are watching this now, you can check that out. Press the link. It is a pressable link. This is going to be on YouTube and playback, so make sure you play it back. Watch it, share it with grandma while you rub her feet. And she feeds you meatloaf. And, dude, let's stay in touch. I love what you're doing. And thank you for being on episode 107.
Thank you.
Phetta, the coolest detective rat in the world. Let's go. Dude, thank you again, for real.
Thank you.
And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Be safe.
Later.